Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Vito Fasella. I'm very lucky to be the borough president of Staten Island. And we're here to stand up for one of the best families and businesses, this not just Staten Island, but this country that appreciate. The Holterman family story, the Holterman bakery story, is an American story. This place has been here for 145 years. The Holterman family has committed their life to Staten Island, to this community. It is respected, it's hardworking, it's perseverance. And recently, somebody took to the national airwaves and defamed, frankly, this family, this wonderful family representing a wonderful business. And we're here today to support them, to say that Staten Island stands with them. And I venture to guess if people across this country knew what the Holterman family was all about, they would be here too. And judging by the line today, I think one simple message is you don't mess with Staten Island.
In an era where liberal elites wield their media platforms like weapons, even beloved family businesses aren't safe from their baseless attacks. Holterman's Bakery, a 146-year-old Staten Island institution, found itself in the crosshairs of The View's Whoopi Goldberg, who used her national platform to cast suspicion on their business practices. What started as a simple equipment issue quickly morphed into yet another example of the left's obsession with finding political bias where none exists.
The place that made these refused to make them for me.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What? Oh,
No. Let me explain. They said that their ovens had gone down, all kinds of stuff, but folks went and got them anyway, which is why I'm not telling you who made them. But can't be because I'm a woman, but perhaps they did not like my politics.
Yeah.
Rather than accepting the straightforward explanation about equipment failure, Goldberg chose to double down on her accusations, turning a simple business matter into a political spectacle. Her follow-up statement only served to further inflame the situation, demonstrating the kind of self-centered worldview that has become all too common among media elites.
There seems to be a lot of talk about the dessert I requested for my birthday show. I never mentioned the name of the bakery or the location. It does seem a little odd that when we called a few weeks before my birthday and we were told they couldn't process the order for my birthday because of an equipment failure, but somehow they were able to accept an order of a different 48 of the same dessert when somebody else called without using my name.
The reality behind the situation was far simpler than Goldberg's insinuations suggested. Local officials and community members quickly rallied to defend the bakery's reputation and explain the truth about what really happened. Their response highlighted the stark contrast between Hollywood's self-absorbed worldview and the daily realities of running a small business.
So the facts are the boiler that they had in place that they need to make the cakes was about 60 or 70 years old. They were planning on replacing it. They didn't know how long it would take to replace. So Jill Holterman actually did the right thing by telling the woman, we can't commit to it. We would hate for you to have a birthday party and the boiler would still be down.
The bakery's owner, Jill Holterman, provided a heartfelt perspective on the situation that resonated with Americans across the country. Her emotional response showcased the human cost of reckless accusations made by privileged celebrities who seem to have forgotten what it means to run a family business.
It's a community that I have to tell you, I'm so overwhelmed by the support between finding out yesterday this even happened, getting phone calls, and then people coming in, people from all over just supporting us in every way. We had phone calls yesterday from Alabama. Guy says, I'm going to give you $50, send it to a school, send them donuts, send them cupcakes. The support has been so overwhelming, and I know how hard my family has worked to keep this business alive.
Even Democratic politicians recognized the absurdity of Goldberg's claims, proving that this wasn't about partisan politics, but about basic fairness and decency. State Senator Jessica Scarcella-Spanton's defense of the bakery demonstrated how Goldberg's accusations had united the community across political lines.
I think it was such a ridiculous thing to do. Inserting herself into a conversation about a local business and coming after a business, especially as a celebrity, can be incredibly dangerous. But the Staten Island community comes together. It was really self-serving, very self-centered. Businesses aren't thinking about Whoopi Goldberg. They're thinking about how to make sure they get out the best pastries as you see them right in the screen in front of you.
Legal experts suggest this case could have serious implications for both Goldberg and ABC. Their analysis reveals how even carefully worded accusations can still result in legal liability when they cause real harm to businesses and reputations.
When you look at libel, slander, or defamation, you can't just not say the bakery's name and say, okay, I'm off the hook. I didn't slander or libel anyone here because I didn't say the name of the bakery. If there's a fact that you disclose that could lead someone to infer what you were talking about, you can still be on the hook.
Borough President Vito Fusella delivered a powerful final message that cut to the heart of the matter, exposing the fundamental disconnect between coastal elites and hardworking Americans. His words serve as a reminder of what truly matters in building and maintaining a successful business.
Not everybody wakes up every day and thinks about politics. A good business person doesn't care about anybody's politics. The people who defamed the Holterman family should apologize to the Holterman family for making stuff up to suit their needs.
As this story unfolded, one New York assemblyman captured perfectly how Goldberg's attack backfired, exposing the disconnect between liberal media elites and everyday Americans.
The elitist attitude. That's the reason why you lost. Exactly the type of attitude and elitist mentality that the American people rejected resoundingly on Tuesday. So I say to the people on The View, keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great by us. You're doing great by Staten Island, and you're doing great by the Holterman family.
This incident underscores a growing divide in America between coastal elites who see politics in everything and hardworking small business owners who just want to serve their communities. While Whoopi Goldberg sits in her Manhattan TV studio making baseless accusations, the Holterman family gets up at 3 a.m. every morning to bake for their neighbors. The overwhelming support they've received proves that Americans still value truth, hard work, and community over celebrity drama and political grandstanding. What do you think? Should celebrities face consequences for using their platforms to attack small businesses? Let us know in the comments below.